Hey guys, what's going on? Insidious Swede, back again here for another YouTube video, and welcome back to our Minecraft single player world. Today, we're going to do something just a bit different than from what I've been doing regularly on this channel. Today, I have a bit of a discussion that I want to do. This is something that I've wanted to talk about for a while, but before now, I never really had the platform to do so. And that's talk about Minecraft and its future. I see a lot of people, being really negative and harsh on this game, talking about, all of the maybe missteps that it's made over the past couple of years, the, inability to give us the updates that we want. There's a lot of things that I've been hearing from other people that I've honestly just wanted to weigh in on for a very long time. But the biggest one that I always hear is people talking about the death of Minecraft. And I figured while we talk about this, I could head over to our mines. I could gather up some resources and we could have this discussion while I was doing that. So yeah, let's get over there, see if we can avoid all of these creepers. Let me just run for it. All right, I think we're going to be all right. But yeah, again, it's just a conversation that I've wanted to have for a very long time. Let me get you really quick. And so the first thing that I want to talk about, if you guys missed maybe my first video in my Let's Play where I was talking about my history with this game, just to briefly summarize it again, I've been playing Minecraft for 7 years at least, maybe even 8, just depending on when I started and everything like that. I honestly can't remember exactly the month or the date, but it's been at least 7 years. I've seen this game go through, every kind of change imaginable. I've seen, textures changed. I've seen new dimensions added. I've seen the terrain generation completely change from what it used to be to what it is now. And through all of that, I've been really happy with all of the progress. There's a lot of things that I can recall, specifically in Minecraft, where, I was always hoping for the Mojang team or Mojang team to add in, say X kind of block or X kind of mob. And although it seemed like 9 times out of 10 they didn't, they always gave me something that kept me invested, that kept me interested. And that cannot be understated. Giving people things they want before they know they want them. I remember when villages were first getting added to this game, and I remember thinking to myself, oh my god, villages? Are you serious? What's the point of that? And now, after all of these years, I can still say that was one of the best additions Minecraft has ever made. Just another dimension completely, completely changed this game. And there's been so many different, examples of that. Just think even recently with things like End Cities and Elytra. Think about, basically getting as close as you can to Creative Flight in vanilla survival Minecraft. Not too long ago, that was unthinkable for me. I'm like, there's no way they're going to add in an ability to fly. And now, to be honest with you, I couldn't imagine Minecraft not having that ability. So, there's been so many times where I've been maybe, my interest has been a little bit, lowering down or waning from the game. And then all of a sudden, they put out this incredible update and it changes everything. Now, with that said, I think everybody watching this can agree they have made also their fair share of mistakes. There's been a lot of things they've added or didn't add that, made a lot of people angry. And to even give a recent example of that, at least for me, currently what's happening with the texture changes, I gotta say, guys, I'm really nervous because I don't like basically any of them. They're completely changing the fundamental aspect of Minecraft with changing the way the game looks completely. They're making it a bit more cartoony, and I'm worried. And, there's always these things that, scare me for the future of this game because, again, with all of the good they've done, they have the ability to mess it up. It's not like this game is invincible from anything. If they add one thing that changes something too much, and it could, tear people away from the interest of this game. And I'm always worried about that because it's a game that I want to play indefinitely. I want to play this game for years and years and years. And so, getting back to, the talk about the death of Minecraft, or if Minecraft is dying, you have to realize when this game first came out, back in '09, nobody knew or had seen anything like this before. It was a phenomenon. I mean, it really was. Minecraft, in my recent memories, the first thing that really a video game completely captivated the entire world. I mean, it's something that you just never see, and frankly, we haven't really seen since, back on the NES in Super Mario Brothers 1. I mean, it completely changed everything for the gaming industry. Every game these days now has some sort of crafting menu, crafting bar, ability to make your own items. And before Minecraft, there were crafting games, but let's be honest with each other. It was not to where it is now. Minecraft redefined an entire industry, a billion-dollar industry. And all it is a little blocky game where you build stuff. I mean, that's the crazy thing about this, what it could do for an entire industry. So I honestly believe Minecraft will be around forever. There will never be a time where nobody is playing Minecraft. I think what we have to worry about when we're talking about the death of Minecraft is the kind of future it's going to have. I think what's going to prop up this game for decades to come is the community. If there is always a community, there will always be a place for Minecraft in, relevant gaming conversation. If Minecraft loses its gaming community, whether it through, fewer people entering, as a creator themselves, or simply inactivity on the part of Mojang, I think those are really the main aspects that I think could doom this game. This game is one to where I think most people feel, and I'm in this category as well, they feel that Minecraft is never going to be a completed game. There may be, come a time where nobody's really updating it or adding new things at the company, but I don't think anybody's going to ever feel this game will end. I mean, the whole point of Minecraft is for, endless possibilities. So why, when your, players feel this way, why would a company all of a sudden decide, well, the game's done, So I think the main thing I hope, Mojang continues to do is to keep this game in a very fluid state, to never say, well, it's done now, because I think then all of a sudden you now have a final product and an end date, meaning, Minecraft, if they decide to do that, would have ended on, say, January 1st, 2020. Say that's the day they stop updating it. Well, then the game's done. And then all of a sudden it's up to the community to stay interested and to keep the game, alive and well. All of a sudden it's no longer the company's job, it's our job. And although I think it would be, effective, I think plenty of people, when they first discover the game or sticking with it for years, there's always going to be people interested in playing it, but the size of that community is going to drastically shrink. Just because you lose the excitement of updates. And yes, modded Minecraft, there's never going to be an end to that, which is also a very fundamental part of this entire game. The ability to have it, being so easily modified to whatever you want is another very huge plus for this game. And, it's really going to help keep this game alive for a lot longer. But, the death of Minecraft is a very real possibility. I happen to believe that this game will always have its place in one way or another. My fear is that its place will be diminished due to the actions of the company and even, the lack of community interest. But these are just my thoughts, guys. I don't know how many of you have thought about this too much, but this is a game that I love. This is a game that I love playing. I don't want to stop playing, and I hope that they keep it interesting enough to where I never get to that point. But again, it's up to us to stay interested, stay committed. It's up to them to keep the game fresh. And I hope they really care what we think. Because I know the majority of people are scared for what's, going to come in the coming years for this game in terms of the updates. And again, the one that I'm really fearful of is the texture changes. Because you're going to completely change the game once you do that. And I'm hoping they, maybe give us... I think I'm playing on like the Java edition right now. So I'm hoping that whether it be for my edition or for at least like the pocket editions, the console editions, or whatever of the game, they make it an option to go between the two. You know, like faithful, like legit faithful, meaning this texture pack for Minecraft, or the newer, you know, texture pack. Instead of just saying, well, this is how the game looks, hopefully it's like another option, or like an actual Mojang created texture pack, and less of a definitive, you know, this is how the game looks now, get used to it or move on kind of deal. And I know there's ability to change that as well, but there's something to be said about for how the game actually looks and for how you want it to look. Those are different things. You know, for me right now, I'm sure you can tell this is not Diorite, but it is. I'm using a texture pack created by another YouTuber named Wells Knight, and I love it. It's a bit of a newer version of his, or older, I should say, excuse me. He hasn't, you know, the changes in here are not as crazy as the ones he's made to what he has currently, but this is how I want the game to look. But at the same time, unless you're, oh, hello, Spider, unless you're using this texture pack, you're not going to see it the same way that I am. So if a build is done and say the regular textures for Minecraft, and say somebody doesn't like them, like myself, and will never play in them, if I ever want to look at your world, then it's not going to be the same. It's going to be different because I'm looking at it through a different, you know, kind of skin, if you will. So these are just my thoughts, guys. I would love to know what you think about it. I think it's pretty great. We found a cave for this little talkie episode. I wasn't planning on doing caving. I was just going to do some strip mining, but it seems as though this worked out pretty well for this conversation. But again, if you guys have some thoughts on this, I would love to know. I don't want it to just me, you know, be talking to myself. I want to hear what you guys have to say as well about this whole thing, because I do believe this conversation is important to be had, because it's one that I think it's a possibility. I think, again, there's always going to be a place for this game, whether it be in, you know, the forefront of gaming, or kind of in the back burners with people like me who just find so much enjoyment from this game that there's never going to be a point in time where they don't want to play it anymore. But I think that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you're new to the channel and are just happening to stop by this video, I do have a brand new Minecraft Survival Let's Play going on my channel right now. I'm only, like 10 episodes in or so. It's a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys who have been watching it are enjoying it, and if not, I'd recommend at least giving it a shot and letting me know what you think about it. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, but until next time, my name is Insidious Swede. Take care.